You read that right. A 6-year-old just dropped the hardest freestyle I've ever heard. There's so many deep meanings behind these lyrics you guys don't even know. If you actually don't even know, then I'll explain it to you a little bit. Drake's son, Adonis, just dropped a freestyle called My Man with a whole music video and everything. He's literally 6 years old. So today I'm going to be diving really deep into these lyrics because even though he's only 6 years old, this might be the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. So the chorus. Don't talk to my man like that. I like it when you like it. My man. So clearly here he's talking about his father Drake. And it's my belief that this is actually Adonis talking about Kanye too. I'm so confident that this is Adonis bringing back the feud between Kanye and Drake, okay? Y'all remember all that? It's kind of settled by now, but this is Adonis relighting that fire, okay? I don't know why this means lighting a fire, but just trust. So Adonis is stirring the pot a little bit with this one, so it's kind of a diss track towards Kanye is basically what I'm saying. And he's kind of telling Kanye, don't talk to my man like that, alright? Because Drake's his man. And then it repeats the chorus again, and then verse 1, you know which one you want, I don't care which one you want. So this first verse is actually Adonis really setting a scene here, setting some plot to this song. So it's actually about him and Kanye West trying to decide where to eat. They're in a car and they're trying to pick, which fast food place to go. So Adonis starts it off with, you know which one you want, I don't care which one you want. Again, they're just talking about like which restaurant to go. You can take whatever, I don't care what you do. Adonis doesn't really care where they go to eat. But no matter where they go to eat, Adonis is always going to be watching him. Okay, I will always watch him for you. He's always going to have his eyes on Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Now this next lyric is very important to the whole narrative in this song here. You will watch yourself after. If you get them dirty, I don't know. So this is actually Adonis talking about some brand new white Air Force Ones that Adonis got. He doesn't want Kanye to spill any of the fast food that they get on his white Air Force Ones, because if he gets them dirty, Adonis says, I don't know what I'm gonna do to you. Alright, don't get my Air Force Ones dirty. And then we have, I was waiting for this moment to arrive. Okay, so remember, they were just trying to decide where to eat fast food. So they finally picked a spot, okay? I was driving in the car and I mashed my car, okay? So Adonis is actually the one driving here. Kanye is in the passenger seat. They arrive to the place that they decided on to eat, and he mashes his car. Adonis mashes it up. He really does. This is actually a double entendre because the word mash could mean destroy, but also mashed potatoes, right? So maybe they went to a place where they sell mashed potatoes. So that was a really good lyric off the dome for Adonis. The next lyric, I was playing on my iPad and I broke my iPad. So this is actually kind of symbolic for his relationship with Kanye. Even though he was, hanging out with Kanye, gonna get some fast food, he was just playing him, right? So just like he was playing his iPad, he's just playing Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not for real in this relationship. And I broke my iPad. So just like Adonis, when he was playing with his iPad and he broke it, he did the same thing to Kanye when he mashed his car, presumably into the restaurant. I'm going to my house, see my dad. I'm saying hi to my dad, and I have to go change. So after going to this restaurant with Kanye and having them both in the car and just destroying the car, running it into the restaurant, just like he did with his iPad, he goes back to his house, sees my dad, which is Drake. He says hi to his dad, and then he has to go change because, what's that next lyric? I'm playing basketball. So this is actually another double entendre because the word change doesn't just mean change clothes, right? Change into his basketball jersey, but also, so the next lyric, this is how I want to bear court. He actually didn't change into any shoes when he changed. He's got his bare feet on the court. So that's what that one means. 10,000 days and I know. So he's basically committing to being barefoot for 10,000 days. The next lyrics, he's committing to being barefoot for 10,000 days, 10,000 weekends, hours, 10,000 everything, and So basically Adonis here is committing to being bare for the rest of his life. So then we have the verse 3, and this is definitely the most deep verse. Okay, this one is really interesting. So this is the one you want, A. This is the one you want, A. So you might think, oh, that's just some like ad-libs type thing, he just repeated it twice, but this is actually very interesting because bro. So let me just remind you of the story so far. He was in a car with Kanye. They were trying to decide where to go. They went to that place that they decided on that maybe had mashed potatoes. They crashed it into a restaurant. He goes back to his house, says hi to his dad, changes, and commits to being barefoot for the rest of his life. So this is the one you want. He's talking about his life, okay? And the reason he says it twice is because there's two of them. There's another Adonis in the world, and Drake has been hiding him. Drake It's time to own up to this, okay? This verse right here is proof that there is another Adonis somewhere. And if you are treating him poorly, we will find out, okay? That's kind of a cry for help from Adonis and his long lost brother, basically, is what that one is. That's why he says that twice, is because there's two Adonises somewhere. You got the 1% for it. This is talking about Adonis is in the 1%, basically, because he's dropped like the best freestyle ever, so he's in like the 0.001%, basically. You can go ask for it other person. So if you wanted to be in the 1%, you can ask for it, but the person you're asking, or the other person, is probably going to say no, because Adonis is the only one allowed in the 1%, because he's him. I don't got it, I don't get it, I don't fake it, I don't lick it. That one I think is too deep for like humans really to comprehend, so we'll just skip over that one. The one thing I do want to point out is I don't lick it, and then he starts talking about a lollipop. You don't want to eat a lollipop. This is actually talking about Kanye. Back at the beginning of this song, Adonis suggested that they just go get lollipops instead of going to like a restaurant, but Kanye said he doesn't want to eat a lollipop. So this is bringing us back to that scene with Kanye. And then Kanye says, well, what about ice pops? And Adonis says, I don't know who sells ice pops. Okay? And then he says, I don't even know who sells lollipops. And then he says it again, because, okay? And then he says, Kanye, if you want an ice pop instead of a lollipop, go ask to a cloud, okay? Why don't you ask a cloud where the ice pops are at, okay? So this is kind of Adonis being a little snappy towards Kanye, kind of being like, I don't know. And then this last part of this last verse, you can go ask somebody else. I do not have the skills for it. I just have the skills for the basketball game, or the soccer game, or the tennis game, or the golf game. And this might just sound like him saying that he's talented at sports, but when you really look at this, okay, you see basketball starts with B, soccer starts with S, tennis starts with T, golf starts with G, and that is BSTG, okay? And you might think that doesn't really mean anything right now, but if you take away a couple of those letters and then you add a couple letters, you actually get Kanye stole my long lost brother, please help him. So this is a cry for help from Adonis, again, just like him talking about his long lost brother earlier. He says it right here with this verse, like it's so obvious that there's another Adonis somewhere, or at least a brother of his that we have to find, we have to help. And this actually, previously we thought it was Drake who's kind of hiding him, but this actually shows that it's Kanye. Kanye is the one who's hiding him. So, and then Adonis goes ahead and repeats the chorus again. So there you have it. You might have heard this freestyle and just thought it was, another celebrity's kid just doing something cute on the internet. But this is actually super, super deep, and there's probably stuff that a mere human couldn't understand. So yeah, I can't wait to see what next project Adonis comes up with for us. But I'm sure it's going to be a good one. So Adonis, if you're out there, great job. I hope you find your long lost brother. On a serious note, I just want to thank you for clicking on this video and spending a part of your day with me, even if it was just a couple minutes. Everything I said in this video was 100% true and researched. So make sure you always believe everything you see on the internet. And if you want to watch some more of my stuff, I would love that. If you don't, I don't blame you, okay? A lot of options on this website. So yeah, thank you so much again, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.